Hey, what is up guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to a brand new Wynncraft video for you guys today. So, we're going to be hopping back into the quest part 2. This should be the last part, take you all the way to the end of the quest. So, we're starting off at the third and final meteor to get the yellow shard. We are at a cave in the dark forest. You can see the coordinates right down there. So we're going to be coming inside, and there's a couple of things to take note of right away. There is a cave in the back corner that has a map in an item frame on the wall, but along the entire cave is about I think it's 12 or 13 pots. So what you should probably do is explore the cave really well. I know there's one hidden behind the boxes, there's some on top of the tent, there's some on top of the leaves, but you'll be able to see them all right here. You throw an emerald on the picture frame, you break the one in the back corner, one up on top of the tent, then you come back into the tent, break the second one, then we're going to go on top of the leaves that are next to the tent. We're going to break one up in the top corner back there. Now we're going to be jumping down and coming to this little monument statue thing in the middle. We're going to break that one. Going back behind this waterfall, there's one hidden down there. Now we're coming back up on top of this little, I guess, wooden area, and there's one right there on a shelf. Now we're going to be running back to the very final one, which is back behind the crates like I had said earlier. And now you need to sprint outside of the cave, or first you need to throw another emerald into the back of that picture frame, sorry. And then now you're going to run outside, and immediately you're going to turn and run back over the cave. In a second here you'll be able to see it because the door doesn't have a button, so your friends can't let you into this one. So right there it is. We're running past the tree, and then we're climbing up this little spot, and right there's the door. Go and run inside. Hopefully you made it inside and it didn't close. But, yeah, there you go. So we're going to be running down this tunnel now. I know you guys love tunnels, right? Because they keep building them. Why would they build them if we didn't love them, right? So you're running back here, and we're going to be finding another laboratory in a second here. Now, this puzzle is a little bit complex. I'm going to explain what you need to do, and then I'm going to show you guys a really easy way to do it. So this is an AI machine. It's basically going to try to beat you every time you do it. As you move one, it's going to move one. You're going to move one, it's going to move one. You have a red and a blue block. You have to get their red block all the way to the left side, then your blue, then their red, then their blue, all the way at the left. They have to get you all the way to the other side to win. Now, it's a kind of a trick game because the only thing you need to do to win is mimic the other person's movements. So since the AI can mimic your movement so easily, you have to start off by mimicking their movement before they make a move. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to try to show you guys exactly what I mean in a few seconds here. But I just wanted to explain how the game or contest or whatever you want to call it works. So I suppose let's go ahead and skip on over, reset, and then we'll explain it. So right here we have our blocks laid out. Now what you need to do is start off left to right. You need to count the buttons. So there's 3 in between his red and my blue. And then it doesn't really matter in the first one, but at the end you see that there's 4. I want to make it so it's even. So I went 3, and now there's 3. So he moved his over, so now there's 2. I'm going to move mine over, so now there's only 2. Now he has no choice to move in again, but I'm going to move in again, and if he moves again, he'll be blocked. So he's going to make a big backwards move. So now I'm going to take my other block, and I'm going to move it over to 1. So now there's a 1 gap on each side. So now you're trapping him more and more. He tries to move over. I'm going to move my blue over again, meaning he can only do one thing, and that's move his red all the way down to the other end. Now you see that he's got it all the way there. I'm going to press it right up against him again, and then he has to move his block over again, moving it over again, and now his only movement is back against the wall. You just fill in the blocks. Now you can do that with any one of the puzzles, so any of the puzzles can be really easily won. So it took us about an hour and a half, 2 hours to figure this out. There you go. You can see I did it in about 30 seconds. So now you're going to run back up on top, and his face is going to turn from like he's calculating and he's getting error messages, and he just realizes he's lost, and his face is so spooky, and I love it, but unfortunately it's going to have to get sad and then blow up. You see how sad he is? Now he's going to be all getting errors and a little bit of problems. We're going to be like thrown around a little bit, and you're going to come up up top and just stand right in front of the W. You see all of his lights and everything are going off, and you get this little flickering kind of thing going on back there. Hopefully you can see that, and then it explodes. And then you're going to want to come inside. So I got to switch servers back to where my friends are, and we skip back over, and behind them on the left of the door is a little parkour area up here. You're going to come up and jump onto this quartz block, and then down back here, and there is the yellow wire we need to complete this teleporter, which is the last meteor teleporter. You're going to jump down on the ground back here and come around to the back area, I suppose is what it is, and back there is the area that you got to fill in the block, so go ahead and throw it on in there. This one actually takes a little bit for some reason. It takes a little bit to open up, and then it takes a little bit to teleport you. So you see where that guy is right there shifting, that's where your thing's going to open up. So we were just jumping around it like a totem for some reason. And then when it breaks, which it's going to do in a few seconds, there you go. You go inside. Only me and Bree got in, so we got to wait for them. But there we go. There is the yellow shard. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And there you go. You got all 3 shards, which are going to come in handy later for getting you into the end of the quest. But you're going to have to get into this meteor to leave your third friend, or actually I guess start the quest. So this is where you're going to go if you've already left your other 2 friends behind, which I guess is maybe what you're doing if you're watching this quest guide, making your friends wait back there, and then you're going to go solve it. So you're jumping back to the back of the comet again, and there is a little secret lava tunnel back there. So you're going to go through that, and hopefully you don't die, because our friend Staff actually did die. And then this is where Bree was waiting after. So let's go ahead and read what it says. Let's wait to see if we die first. We were trying to figure out who was staying here and who was leaving. Staff died, so we knew it wasn't going to be Staff. And then we're going to have another what's it called? Another hint in here that's going to help us get to the last thing. And I guess it also gives us some more lore. So let's go ahead and see what it says. The power these meteors hold is amazing. We are truly blessed to have found the properties match these around the ones who found in Lake Gilead. I can conclude that whoever something. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip and show you guys what happens when 3 people on the pressure plate. Unfortunately, I had a big misunderstanding with some random feller and kind of screwed it up and took my spot on the pressure plate. So I didn't actually end up getting to do the quest, but we still have the entire quest guide. So let's go ahead and skip on to what happens when you have 3 people on the plates.
All right, so a problem happened, and Jerome was on the pressure plate when he was supposed to be on the pressure plate. So Chef is what does, and basically you get teleported. You have all 3 people on those pressure plates, and you get teleported to this room here, and you go up here and talk to this computer, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yeah, talk to this computer. Starting up all systems online. Permissions update requested. Beginning process. Process complete. Permission successful updated. Warning, system overloading. Error. Blah, 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 blah. And blah, blah, blah again. This nonsense is all that appears on the screen. The machine must be broken. There's nothing else you can do with it now. And then it says, well, question mark is started now, which sucks because he didn't get us started because people aren't clear what their things. Anyways.
So what we're gonna do though is get the 3 items we need and head on over to the next spot, and we'll be back there, I guess. Alright, so we're starting off at the second item, because the first item is actually the black spoon from the Memory Paranoia quest. I'm not going to show you guys how to get that because it's pretty easy. So we're here in the cave for the quest, the bigger picture. So you're going to go through just like you would. You're going to go into the mushroom that's going to make you really small, and you're going to keep on coming until you find this little spot here. The coordinates are going to be down at the bottom like you would always be able to find, but it's this little mushroom. That's what we're going to need for one of the 3 items. So we got this one, the black spoon, and then we're going to go ahead and move on over to the third one, which is on Skins Island. Okay, so we're moving over to Skins Island. We're starting off at the very back of the island at this house right here. It's the earliest point that you can get to on Skins Island. We're going to follow this road right next to the house that's going to lead all the way up to this big castle that's now on Skins Island. We're looking for a painting on here, and it's a little bit of a hard way to get to it, but we're going to be able to get to it. I apologize for the frame rate. My PC just completely tanks when I get onto Skins Island now for some reason. I think it might be the mobs, but I can't really tell. So we're going to run into here, and we're going to take a right. We're going to go inside of this big stronghold keep type thing. We're going to go right immediately, and then we're going to go left right here, and then we're going to go right and head up these stairs. We're going to go back here and go to the right again. We're going to skip past this. There's all that area with the meat. We're going in this door right here, jumping on the pool table. Gotta kill that mob right there. Jump into there. Don't jump on the floor like I just did. Jump through there, climb up that ladder right here that we're on, and then we're gonna go up these stairs right here. Now we're gonna go up this ladder again, and then we're gonna be, oh crap, not going up that ladder. We're going out this door right here, and it's gonna go into this next tower. We're going to go past the stairs and go into the next tower. Now we want to go down. So we're going to go down this ladder right here. And then behind it is this little room back here hidden. And right there is the paintings we actually need. So let's going to go and grab those. And then we're going to skip over to Yaya's, where we're going to go ahead and finish most of the quest. Okay, so we are here in Yaya's house. I've got all of the items, you can see. I was just standing on the door. We're skipping over to Bree's footage because, like I said, I'm not going to be able to go into any of this stuff because I didn't officially start the quest. So what I'm doing is taking those 3 items, the black spoon, the painting, and the little mushroom, and I'm throwing them into that hopper right there, and it's opening up this door. So like I said, I'm not going to be going in there, but they are. So they're going to be solving the puzzles, and I'm going to be telling you how they got through all of them real quick. So you fall down into this room, and you got another long hallway. Like I said, why would they put a long hallways? Because we love long hallways. So you're going to run down that long hallway, and it's going to lead you into your first puzzle, which is a fill the board type of puzzle. So we got it right here. Got a bunch of mushrooms on the floor. We have to push the buttons to turn them all red. So we actually figured it out. You push the... Alright, so you start with the very corner, and then we are moving over to the corner inside of that corner. So it's going to be one of the 9 now instead. So that should leave us with the middle, 3 around it, and then the very corner filled out right there. So next what we're going to do is push the one in the middle of the outside board. So that's what we did right there. Now we're going to go ahead and push the very corner on this side, and then the very corner on that side, and that leaves us with 6 in the middle, and then the very end row. Now we're moving over. I'm going to hit the very outside corner on the back, and then we're going to move to the corner inside of that, and then we're going to hit the middle of that outside row, and then we're going to move over to the very last corner, and we're just going to do the exact same thing. Hit that outside corner, move to the inside corner, and then that leaves us with the outside middle of both of them, and you can see that it ended up filling it out for us and opening up the next puzzle. So this one is kind of cool because it involved a QR code on the bottom, but we actually figured out, we got the QR code figured out already, and it translates to stone, gold, wood, gold, iron, stone, wood, iron. Those are the 4 different types of pressure plates that are around this room. So Bree's just running to all of these things now and hitting them all in the exact order they're supposed to be. I'm going to say it one more time: stone, gold, wood, gold, iron, stone, wood, iron. So you just keep on hitting all of those in that pattern. It took them a little bit to do it, but they ended up getting them all, and then it moves you on to the next puzzle. Now this is the part where I'm going to warn you. This is the part where you are really going to need 4 people, and this is the part where it's a little bit difficult, so I'm going to try to explain it in as best way as I can to make things easy for you guys. So you're going to teleport into here, and the first thing you got to do is get 4 people in these little holes to open it up, and it takes you into the next room where there's all different colors of all different rooms and stuff. So I'm going to start this off with the easiest way possible. Take you and your 3 other friends and start off by giving yourself nicknames. One's going to be A, B, C, and D. A, B, and C are going to stand on red buttons in the main room. D is going to go through the red door. D steps onto a purple button, and then A will get up and go through the purple door and step onto the green button. D then steps on the blue button, then B and C are going to go through that blue door. B steps on the green button, and C goes through the green door and steps onto the pink button. B will then go through the blue door and step onto the orange button in the main room. D then goes through the orange room and steps onto the pink button. Then A will go through the pink door and step on the light blue button. It's towards the back. C and D then go through the orange door. C steps on the light blue button and D steps on the cyan button. B goes through the light blue door and steps onto the cyan button. A steps onto the cyan button as well. And then C goes through the cyan door and steps on the yellow button. A and D will step on the light blue buttons. B goes through the light blue door, steps onto the brown button. A steps onto the brown button. B goes through the brown door. A, B, and D all go through the yellow door, and that's where you get into. Then you get into this puzzle here. This puzzle is a little bit of a combination, or a colored puzzle, and Bree made it really easy for us by fixing up this little image for us to show you exactly how your colors need to go around in these snake patterns. So you can either just give this to your 3 other friends and they can solve it real quick, or you can try to tell them real quick how to go. You can see where you're facing by the exit sign. Okay, so after that puzzle, you're in this teleporter here. She's got to grab this key because you do need it, and then you come in here and there's 4 pressure plates for everybody to come stand on, and it starts like taking a little bit, and then it spits you out here into this room. You just keep coming to the end hallway like she's going. Luckily, guys, we got a short hallway this time. They changed it up on us a little bit, so we gotta go now over back by Sinfras, and we gotta go to the big meteor from the old question mark quest. You're gonna have to take your 3 meteor shards that you've gotten along the way there and this new rusty key. Okay, so they're here at the old question mark quest, and they've gotten the 3 shards, and she's got the rusty key in her hand. You might want to hold on to the rusty key because, as Bree pointed out, it is reusable, so you can just keep that in your inventory, and whenever you need to, you could get into this little room if you wanted to. So they're throwing in the the 3 shards. She's like, wait for Heap. They go in anyway. She's like, oh, okay. And then so you just go into the old question mark room, and now it's a bit different though, as you can see, and there's this little thing in here that you're gonna have to use the teleporter. So this is where your rusty key is gonna come into place. You see down in the corner, this little door opens up through the button, and then the teleporter's right in there. So just go ahead and use your rusty key and get on in there, and this is going to be the end of the quest in a few seconds. Okay, so you can see she got in there, and here is Mimi, the new guy for the, I guess the old guy, but the new quest. So it's still the same old text. He's still like, welcome to my wonderful wooden house. You are welcome there as long as you don't have any mushrooms or chickens. I hate those things. My home and me, something, something. So you get a whole bunch of XP, some emerald, I think it's an Ellie, but you also get a full suit of what's considered XP armor. So that's going to go ahead and do it though for now, and going to go ahead and do it though for the full question mark quest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Hippie, and I will see you guys next time.